Number 3 is the WrestleMania. I'll be there when he surprised me for my first WrestleMania.
Yeah, I surprised you at the TLC 2013 pay-per-view. That was in Houston at the Toyota Center.
That was a good one because I got to see kids cry.
You got to see kids cry.
I did. Not just one, but two. And the greatest one of all was Brandon's brother.
Yeah,
His little brother.
Cried too.
Oh.
Hey everybody.
Hello.
We're gonna hope this stream works. Lady Prime wanted to do it in this room, and I don't know how strong the internet connection is gonna be. We have with us Superrus 9000.
What's up?
Are we coming through clear?
Yeah.
Image looks good.
Yep.
I look good.
Not sure about that one.
What's up, everybody? How you doing, Russ? It's a little
Pretty
laggy.
good.
I knew it. All right. What'd you do today?
My mom and my niece, we went out to eat at Cracker Barrel.
I've only been there one time. I think it's only been
Really?
one time.
That's
And I
pretty
can't
good.
remember what I got.
Did we go together?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I was pregnant.
Oh, okay. Oh, we ate after one of your doctor's appointments.
Mm-hmm.
Cracker Barrel's famous for hosting the elite. Those guys, the AEW guys, go there. Yes,
Oh,
Bottom
really?
Tier Collector did message me earlier that he got to be feet away from Trish Stratus, and I
Oh,
can
man.
FBP Russ stream fabulous. Yeah, I asked him, did you breathe in all the Trish Stratus air as she walked by in front of you? David from formerly David's Comics and Wrestling, Uncanny D-Man, called it the Stratosphere, and I could not disagree with him. So yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out a better camera. We'll see, but hopefully the lag will not affect it too much. Hopefully everything will be good. Let me see who's in the chat. Robin was first. This is like a big deal to Robin first. BTC second. Doug said Robin cheats. What? This is where I was saying Robin needed to be careful with her language because she was calling someone the B word, it looks like.
When I saw it, I thought she would say like hi. I was like, Robin.
But that's Bottom Tier Collector. So why Mojo Wolf? Hey Mojo, what is up? Good to see you. Oh man, alive, it's hilarious. Alrighty. Hey Robert Springs, good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Howdy.
Bottom Tier Collector says, hey, Cracker Barrel lovers represent. Neil Collect sees that Lady Prime is horny. So there we go.
Because you're here, Neil.
Someone had to. So yes. So this Shotzi hat is part of your collection. This is one of your latest pieces you got, and it's maybe a year or two ago.
Yeah, I got this, and I bought a Shotzi shirt at the same time because.
Oh, but when I say latest pieces, I mean from actually WWE shop.
Yeah. WWE shop.
Oh.
I don't purchase as much as I used to. Oh, and I forgot to bring my newest purchase.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
I'm not allowed to wear these glasses when I drive because it actually impedes the vision.
Oh.
Good thing the path to the ring is like a straight shot for Savage. Zach's Collections. Let's see. Once again, Fanboy Prime needs to step up the hat game.
I know.
I got a comment on my Doug. Hello. I got a comment on my 10-year-old Ring of Honor hat in the last video where you had your cowboy hat on. So
I know, but he can't find. I've even tried to look for him to find a replacement hat. I can't. All the one that says Ring of Honor or ROH, it's like small print. It's not like the big print like he has. So
my do-rag gives Bottom Tier Collector Zack Ryder vibes. He says you were killing with the hat in the last video. So
cute. Did you read that?
Yeah, well, Zach also knew you were dressed in Lala, so so yes, I read it. Russ, did you have the opportunity this past week to rewatch any WrestleMania 40?
No, I haven't rewatched any yet. I've been meaning to watch Stand and Deliver though, the NXT event that took place that day. I haven't got a chance to do that yet either.
Some of it.
We watched a little bit of it that day. Watched the women's match, the NXT title match, and then the main event. But it was kind of like an in and out. Wasn't fully paying attention. I'm not really big on NXT the way I was during the Takeover years. The Triple H years.
NXT
it kind of got changed. You know.
The formula.
Yeah, definitely. Troy's Reviews is here. Hi, everyone. Frustrated at Transformers Legacy Evolution Blitzwing transformation. Oh, man, that's not cool because I want to catch that Blitzwing. So, Volunteer Collector says he needs to catch the LA Knight match from Night 2. Good match. Good match. The biggest match in TNA history, but on a WWE show. Neil, did you happen to catch the... Neil. Russ, I'm sorry, Russ. I'm thinking of the morning show. Russ, did you happen to catch the CM Punk security footage?
Oh yeah, I did. That was all over the place, man.
I guess there was another video, and I didn't see. I saw the first video where the altercation, whatever. But apparently, there's another one where I guess it's showing more so of the security. I didn't see that.
I only saw the one video. What I was telling you though is that it ends with Chris Hero, like his hands in his head. He's just so stressed out about everything that's going on.
I did not see that.
Hey, Vogs, what is up? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Troy's Review is still on take mode. Package that. He's struggling with that transformation. Yeah, dude, and those instructions sometimes are so hard to read. They're so small. So what did you think of the CM Punk security footage?
I mean, I thought it pretty much lined up with everything that Punk said. I mean, short of having actual audio on the footage to hear what they said, it seems like CM Punk was in the right.
There were some people who were upset because he chose violence, is what they said. He was aggressive first and whatnot.
But my thing is, if you're in an altercation and you feel something's about to happen, what are you going to do? You're going to go in defense mode to defend you before that person tries to hurt you.
And then you got to
add into the fact first, that man. I learned that from Cobra Kai.
Wise words.
And then you take into account that he showed up in England, no vehicle, no transportation, no way to contact anybody. It's like all day, plus the months and months of just issues and I'm not going to say bullying, but just issues and just nonsense going on. It's like you reach a breaking point, and so it is what it is. But that footage, AEW releasing that footage, is some of the most ridiculous things they could have done. That was a mistake. They shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have brought it up. If they were going to release it, it should have been months ago, not 8 months, 7 months down the line, however long it was since that show. Rewatched the.
Yeah, it really seems like they're just grasping to try to get ratings.
Oh, dude, and they had like a ratings bump like of 60 or 70,000 more people. It wasn't worth the reaction from everybody. Everybody has a negative taste in their mouth.
And then not only that, they were just cheering CM Punk even more. So you got him on the AEW show, and then you have him in WWE. Just he's the biggest star in AEW,
and he's not in AEW. Yeah.
I know somebody said it was like when WCW announced that Mick Foley was going to win the world title. Everybody changed the channel to WWF.
Yeah.
Oh, he froze. Yeah, everybody went and watched that because it was just, it was just nonsense. It did for a little bit.
And was it Tony Schiavone who announced that?
It was Tony Schiavone.
How funny.
Yeah.
Bottom tier collection just wants to see blood, cussing, and breaking the fourth wall. Zach doesn't think wrestling's entertaining anymore.
It's because you know too much. Like, you become smart. You become more.
Yeah, I don't know. Part of me, when I'm still watching it, just feels
That's
like
the problem
that
is that we
kid.
try to
Like,
finish the storylines.
it's
before we
real
let
to
the
me.
We watched that video earlier this week.
Yeah.
Oh man.
She's scratching.
Okay, sketching that. Yeah, so I did get a chance to rewatch the Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns main event. Watched it right after the live stream, and we're eating breakfast. I put that on, and so I misspoke the other day. I said that Roman Reigns wasn't touched at all by the people interfering, but I did forget, and I think you even kind of had mentioned it, that he got the AA, the attitude adjustment, or the FU for those longer time fans of Cena, that he did hit that on Roman. So I did misspeak, but the amount of beating that Cody took versus what Roman took, I guess it still legitimizes Roman. I mean, Cody winning that match. It didn't do too much to damage his win. Neil Collect says, I'm getting my crossover covers ready and just found an awesome winner. Watch out, Doug and Fanboy.
Why are you looking at wieners, Neil?
That's winner.
Oh, my bad. English is hard. English is hard to read.
DJ Wise at work, but leaving a thumbs up, and have a great weekend, everyone. Have a good day at work, DJ. Hope it's all right. I hate those Saturday shifts. I'm glad I don't work Saturday nights anymore. Bottom Tier Collector. I watched night one of last year's WrestleMania at a friend's invite, or on a friend's invite, and then the actual last WrestleMania I watched on my own was the year Orton Super RJP.
You mean RKO?
I don't know what I'm.
Why unless you're super?
Oh. So okay, Super RKO'd Rollins and the Triple H rolled up Sting. Oh, okay, so that was 9 years ago. That's WrestleMania 31. I don't know why I didn't take out the RKO. I didn't know why I couldn't figure that out. Yeah. Pretty amazing. And then that night ended with Rollins cashing in the Money in the Bank, and yes, amazing RKO on Rollins. Apparently Rollins had told Randy, like, hey, it told him about the spot. Randy didn't want to do it until the last minute. They were like, well, let's do it. And then one of the all-time RKOs. It's right up there with Evan Bourne's shooting star into the RKO.
Oh yeah, that was wicked.
Is the RKO probably maybe one of the greatest finishers?
Is the RKO one of the greatest finishers? Yes, behind the Stone Cold Stunner and behind the Diamond Cutter. Where do you rank it on the list of finishers, Russ?
Oh man, I don't know. Like being an old school wrestling fan and like watching DDP as a kid, I loved like the self high five DDP era. But I think the RKO is just a little bit better, man.
I always liked that they always said that DDP could give the Diamond Cutter out of any situation. That's what I always liked about it. He would be held like this, and he'd find a way to slip it in and things like that. I don't know, Triple H.
DDP walked so Randy Orton could run.
Maybe so. Neil Collect says the Tombstone.
Yeah, and man, Last Ride was awesome too.
Bottom Tier Collector. Triple H stopping on Sting's career because WWE protects the brand was the final straw.
Yeah.
That still upsets me to this day. Huh?
Yeah. I think you mentioned that Tuesday night that you're upset that they did Sting wrong. But apparently he wanted to lose that match, but I don't know.
I just don't feel like.
Maybe he read the writing on the wall.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say the leg drop was the greatest finisher of all time, because I know you are a Hogan guy.
Nah, man. I was more Randy Savage.
Oh, the elbow
especially
drop,
after
nice.
The whole NWO incident.
Well, that's why I mentioned it. For those not in the know, Russ has a great Bash at the Beach 1996 story.
What's the story? I don't know it.
Oh man, I was like, I started watching wrestling in '91.
The night Hogan turned on WCW. What happened, Russ?
Yeah. Oh man, like at that time, And keep in mind, this was 1996, so I was 16 years old at the time. But I still thought everything was dead, 100% real. Like, I thought Undertaker had supernatural powers and was really a dead man brought back to life. I was all in on everything being legit.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But with Hogan, like I was like a fan at the time.
Too early.
Hogan's music
Yeah,
kid.
so
I thought he was going to come out and destroy Nash and Hall, and then he dropped the leg on Savage, and I could just feel my heart breaking because I was like so dead on, like everything's real. And he dropped the leg on Savage, and I was just like, everything in me broke, man. I took my Hulkamania shirt, I threw it down, I spit on it, I threw it in the trash. I was just 16-year-old me was devastated.
Oh man, I wish I was there.
I was just
I
like,
was way too young.
That's an awesome story to know. To know what age you were.
I was so
to really
invested.
be upset about it. Like
Yeah.
I wish I could feel that way about it now. Like I wish I had been brought to tears by Cody winning the title. Like,
so there was one time I can speak for me. So it was a Raw, and Mark Henry came out. He was wearing a
I remember
suit,
that.
and he announced that he was gonna retire.
oh,
And like he's giving his speech, and my throat's starting to, you get that little knot in your throat, and I'm like, man, I'm like feeling it. And then he goes in.
When he turned on John Cena.
Turns on John Cena, man. I've never felt so betrayed by my emotions. Like I'm like, I can actually feel. Like it is crazy. Like were we here already?
No, we were living in San Antonio still.
Oh man, yeah, I remember watching that. And now that I'm older, and when I see the guys that I grew up watching say they're going to retire or whatnot, like it. I feel something because I grew up with them, seeing in my home every Monday or Thursday.
Volunteer Collector was all about that NWO.
No, The Rock. When he said, I'm back.
Oh, you got emotional on that one?
No, but you fell for it too. You were like, okay, he's going to come back. He's going to start
No,
wrestling.
I knew he wasn't coming back full time. Hollywood makes too much money. When Tugboat turned on the Bushwhackers and joined Earthquake, I was that's an awesome moment. That is an awesome moment. It was a 6-man tag match. It was Earthquake and the Beverly Brothers, or Earthquake and some maybe the Nasty Boys, somebody that Jimmy Hart managed also, and then Tugboat and the Bushwhackers. So then whenever Tugboat gets get in the ring for like a triple team or whatever, he turns on the Bushwhackers, and so it led to the Natural Disasters versus Bushwhackers at SummerSlam 1991. Oh yeah, it was the Nasty Boys. You're right. Thank you, Zach.
like speaking of NWO, they got me twice, man. NWO got me twice. Oh, what happened?
The NWO got you twice?
Yeah. Oh, that's
so Lady
awesome.
Prime has the
when they did the split. Oh, go ahead.
Lady Prime has the
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, the 3-pack from the Bash at the Beach team, the Sting, which it's I think it's the one Sting that you own that's not Crow Sting, which has dark hair.
Yeah.
So she's got the Sting from that pay-per-view. The Luger from that pay-per-view, which I think Luger got hurt real quick early in the match. And so it was just Savage and Sting out there, and then the Savage from it. Of course, it's not coming in as clear. Of course, I need something to back it with, but yeah, so all of them got their face paint on, their war paint.
That's awesome.
All right, let me see.
That came in a 3-pack?
Yeah.
And I think I got it for clearance too.
Right.
I think I paid like $10.
It was still back in the days where you could find clearance toys actually on clearance.
Yeah.
Before people started buying every one of them up.
Yeah, so ruined it. Ruined to be able to toy hunt like enjoyably.
Bottom tier collector, did you hate when Sting joined the Wolfpack and betrayed WCW Russ?
No, I actually liked that because at the time, like I was saying earlier, when the NWO split and they had the Wolfpack and the White and Black, and Wolfpack had that banging theme song, It was like I was all into the Wolfpack side, especially when Sting joined because I was a huge Sting fan. But then this is where they got me when it looked like Nash and Hogan were going to fight
This
for the
right
belt.
here.
Hogan did that finger poke of doom, and I was mad again, man. I threw away my Wolfpack shirt.
I got you again.
This is my first Sting. Like this is
Yeah.
my first, one of my very first
That's
toys.
awesome.
And it's so funny because my best friend at the time knew I liked wrestling, so she put her name, Sarah, and then my name, Leah, and this is from 2000. Like that's how long I've had this.
I think. Let me see that toy.
That's
I think this
awesome.
is a Toy Biz WCW toy.
But that's when she gave it. I'm pretty sure she
Yep.
gave it to me.
It's a 1999 Toy Biz made in China. So pretty cool.
I need an updated.
Neil
I was
collects
like,
my LCS.
when I heard
wrestling
Sting
figures.
was
Go ahead.
when I heard Sting was going to retire, man, I started looking for that last AEW Sting figure that came out. Couldn't find that thing anywhere, man. I finally spotted it at Walmart,
We didn't buy it.
and I thought, and I picked it up, and it was like missing a leg, and I was like, "Oh my god!" The package was taped shut on the back. Like, dude,
Yeah. Somebody returned it like that. Is he here to get you? No? Okay.
yeah.
Wait,
We didn't get man.
no, we didn't buy it. We saw it. We thought about buying it, but I don't know what. I guess maybe,
Because you have so many Sting figures.
and I do have quite a few.
I've been watching one on
And
eBay
then,
trying
like,
to find a
this is
good
my
deal.
favorite
It's
Sting that I have.
I like
oh yeah.
Hang on.
There's
Oh,
a defining moment Sting that I've been watching on eBay, trying to find a good deal on it.
Where did I find this one? I don't know. I found this one, and I think I paid like $5 for this one, but it's all messed up.
Oh, is that like the rubber figures?
Yeah,
Was it this defining moment Sting?
No, it was the Surfer Sting defining moments. He had the red, white, and blue jacket.
I can't remember what else to find. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
See if I can do this without messing anything up.
Don't look at the dust. I haven't dusted it.
It's back there. Oh no, it's not gonna come in. It's right here. She's got that one too. The red, white, and blue.
Oh, yeah.
There was a time period where we were trying to get all the defining moments ones. The ones we passed on were
Those are
the
awesome
Triple H,
figures.
the Triple H with the denim, and then the dragon.
Oh, yeah.
We passed on those and probably should have got them.
And then we would see them at Ross and Marshall's, like, really super inexpensive, and we just, I don't know.
Bottom tier collector. I found WCW first Sting and Comics Today, but I had to stick to the budget. For those not in the know,
man.
Bottom tier collector is releasing a video series about budgeting for comics, and so very, very important that he sticks to the budget. Bottom tier collector, you're gonna regret that. I have a feeling.
What
And Sting
Is it a
was one of the
WCW
first
comic that has
VHSs that I
Sting in
got. In.
Yeah. There was I think it was a Marvel comic back in the day based on WCW.
oh yeah.
I think sorry, I've got an alert from my it's telling me. I guess it told me my connection was good, so I don't know.
Oh.
What else you got to show?
I have lots of things. I don't know where the other one went.
This is stuff that she got from her pro wrestling crates, like way back in the day. It's not like the pictures. It's just kind of random stuff that they used to put in them. So she has some Lucha Underground socks.
I don't know where the other one is. It's somewhere here, but
Oh,
we
that's
haven't
cool.
worn them. Never been. Oh, it's there on the floor. Lucha door socks, and then
Maybe I'll wear these tonight.
and I got an oven mitt. Latino. He got Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, that's cool.
The best thing about this oven mitt is it says caution for display purposes only. Use at your own risk.
It's true because we bought some Halloween skeleton ones, and the first day we bought them, we went, made a pizza, put it in the oven, and it got
burnt.
too hot and it burnt.
But yeah, so but up in mid because of Latino heat. So ha ha ha.
We got a tugboat.
That's cool.
There you go, Zach.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, what's up, Trev?
Hello, Trev.
What's up, Trev?
Good to see you.
This is not enough to dry anything.
Do you know the story about Tugboat and WrestleMania 7, Russ?
No, I don't think so.
So instead of Sergeant Slaughter being the Iraqi sympathizer, it was going to be Tugboat.
Really? I didn't know
It
that.
was going to be Sheik. It was going to be Sheik Tugboat. He was going to turn on Hogan, and they were going to main event WrestleMania 7. Yeah, I heard it on Bruce Pritchard's stream, something to wrestle with. And so it was going to be Hogan and Tugboat main eventing a WrestleMania. And when Tugboat lost that spot, I don't want to say his career, was all downhill from there because he had a pretty good successful run with the Natural Disasters tag team champion. But from a guy that was almost going to main event WrestleMania, and then like you talked about the last time we were streaming together, to the Shockmaster,
the Shockmaster, yeah.
How much of a bad luck?
That's a huge
how much bad luck can you have
downturn.
And we just watched the Dark Side
That
of the Ring.
reminds, like, speaking of, oh yeah.
Oh, he was on the Dark Side of the Ring. That's right.
Yeah, they mentioned him.
Go ahead, Russ.
Speaking of like Sergeant Slaughter, I remember I thought he was really like one of the G.I. Joe team members. Because, it had like Sergeant Slaughter with the G.I. Joe cartoon back in the day. I think that was the first time I saw him. And then I saw him like a real person wrestling. I was like, oh my God, Sergeant Slaughter's real.
Troy's review says a Sergeant Slaughter figure. Cool. Zach's Collections, I don't think Tugboat could have pulled that off the way Sarge did. I tend to agree. Bottom tier collector, why did Vince use a Junior gimmick to sympathize with Iraq? Because Americans needed to be betrayed. That's why it worked so much better with Slaughter as the heel, turning his back on America.
Yeah.
Paul in the 619, what is up? Happy Saturday. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Neil says, I know your pain, Russ. These two are never quiet. Zach, because it's the oldest wrestling trope in the world. Yes, you got to enrage the fans. In the 50s, it was German wrestlers. 80s was Soviet wrestlers. Yeah. I think the last real heel was I want to say Miro, but Rusev. Rusev was like the last real big foreign villain.
Yeah.
And he came out in a tank at WrestleMania 31.
I wonder if that's the tank that Shotzi has now. She repurposed Rusev's tank.
Little bit different. Albert Beltran says, growing up watching G.I. Joe, I hated the Iraqi Slaughter. The cartoon put him over like $1 million.
Yeah.
Hey, Albert, hope you're doing well. Kenneth, what's up? Good to see you. Kenneth. But sadly, with Rusev, it's how it goes today. Big push, then off the mid-card for eternity. Yeah, not only off to the mid-card, but apparently your wife is leaving you for Damian Priest. So, sorry, buddy.
Is that legit?
Go look up a wrestling historian on Instagram, and he posted this photo where Damian Priest and CJ Perry were at the beach at one point. And I don't know how old that photo is, but he brought it up because of the rumors that are out there. So, yeah, because they announced their separation a few weeks ago. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that, and I just saw like memes with Bobby Lashley looking happy.
Somebody put in the comments that
she was still married.
She was still married. and that they were cheating on Rusev Day. So I had to laugh at that comment. It's like she cheated on him with Damian Priest on Rusev Day. I can't believe it. So yeah, here we are laughing at this guy's poor situation. Oh man, alive.
Is he still in AEW? Is Miro?
What else you got?
I got another towel. Is this Big Johnston?
What are we saying, Russ?
Is he still in AEW as Miro, or is he out?
Yeah, he's still there, but I don't know. He's not on TV much. Supposedly he was hurt too, so I don't know.
But then I guess it made it hard because they were trying to put CJ Perry in the storyline. I don't know. And then he was having a feud or wrestling Andrade when he was still there, and
yeah,
I don't know. They just
a lot of start and stops in AEW. It's not good for business.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of pieces to wrestling. Oh, I got a bag of Jake the Snake.
You got Jake the Snake bag, so we can put snakes in there.
Cool.
Russ, do you remember Earthquake? Do you remember Earthquake jumping on Jake on Damian?
I don't remember that. Like the memory that always comes back to me when I think about Jake is when he had Macho Man tied up in the ropes and the snake bit him right on the bicep.
Yeah.
So the rumor is that Savage wouldn't do that unless he saw the snake bite Jake. After they devenomized it. So Jake in the back has to let the cobra bite him. But then when the cobra bites Savage, it doesn't want to let go.
Yeah. I know when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, Randy Savage is going to die.
Oh, yeah. He came out the next day with the chef's hat and made the quake.
Yeah, see, I didn't find that out to Dark Side of the Ring, that Earthquake came out the next night on whatever show it was, Primetime Wrestling or whatever. Came out the next day with a chef's hat on, and he made Quake burgers. They were made out of snake. So, Bottom Tier Collector liked the religious Punisher thing, works for Miro, but AEW creative sucks. Go ahead.
I remember they did an angle with I think it was Big Show and Big Boss Man in the Attitude Era, where Boss Man cooked Big Show's dog or something.
No.
What was it?
No. You're confusing two amazing storylines. So Al Snow used
Oh, yeah, that's right.
to
It
come
was
out
Al.
with the Chihuahua Pepe.
Yeah.
So Boss Man cooked Pepe. Yeah. Boss Man cooked Pepe, fed him to Al Snow, beat him up in a hotel room. The thing you're remembering with Big Show and Boss Man is when Big Show's dad died, and Boss Man shows up to the funeral.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Tracks.
Big Show was hanging on to the coffin, getting.
Your daddy died.
The storylines they used to do were incredible, man.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man.
It's so terrible because that was Big Show's first. He was a world champion, and that's his first big program. That's his big match.
Yeah.
Like, they did him wrong. I couldn't take him serious already.
It's funny how those storylines you remember, because I love wrestling and my siblings don't really watch it anymore, but they always remember when Mae Young gave birth to the hand. They will always remember that.
The hand baby.
Wild things.
I don't know if Vince was on crack when he came up with that.
We don't know. We don't know anymore.
Who knows what Vince was on? Because everything is his fantasy, right? Everything is his fantasy that he wants to see happen in real life.
Vince is God.
Oh man.
I was gonna make a joke, but never.
It's funny though, because I remember when Giant first debuted in WCW, I vaguely remembered them trying to say something about he was Andre's son or something
Yeah, that was the gimmick.
when
That was
he
like the
debuted in
way to
WCW.
automatically put him in a
Yeah.
feud with Hogan.
But then I saw that thing with Big Show and Boss Man, and I was like, wait a minute, Andre died years ago. There's no way he's in that coffin. I was like, what are they doing?
Oh,
I was
they
so
lied-
confused.
They lied to you again,
Yeah.
Russ.
I was like, what do you mean Andre's not his
Oh
dad?
man, it would have been so cool watching these shows with you.
I love how much love and respect Bubba Ray Dudley has for Mae Young.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a tough old broad. Like,
Yeah.
Albert Beltran said, "In peace, Katie Vick."
and who is Katie Vick to Kane?
Oh yeah,
That was
the
supposedly a
May
great
19th storyline.
So Kane had a girlfriend in school or whatever. It was Katie Vick. She died in a car accident or whatever. But Triple H said that Kane had sex with her dead body, and so then the next Raw, Triple H is acting as Kane, and he hops into
Okay.
So it's like one of the most hated, one of the most made fun of storylines. So Kane gets stuck with that, but then Kane also gets stuck with the May 19th storyline because it's the day See No Evil. Was that the name of the movie?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was coming out on May 19th. So anytime someone mentioned the name a day May 19th, Kane just went berserk and attacked everybody. So if your birthday is on May 19th, don't tell Kane.
I'm safe.
What?
Do you have a Kane figure?
Yes.
You do? Oh, okay, yes. I want the original Kane, the red costume, black stripes with the one arm.
Yeah, that one's
yeah.
my favorite.
So this is like
the
about
Survivor Series edition.
this is about 2001 Kane, I think.
Yeah.
Drew Mesh on
That's
his,
awesome.
yeah, flames.
Where is-
Yeah, I
Hold
remember
on
when
one
Kane
second, guys.
debuted,
I
he
gotta-
was like an instant favorite.
Oh,
Okay. Sorry, Ollie's Popo came by and he's gonna pick up Ollie James.
Yeah, I know when Kane debuted, he was like an instant favorite for me. I loved like the red and black costume with the mask. I was like, I remember having nightmares about it, but I thought Kane was awesome.
It was super cool. And then like I started getting Ollie. I started watching the old Raw, so I started like I think was 96 leading into 97, and Kane's making his debut. And Ollie's been like invested, and he's like, what? They're brothers? And like I think it's so funny that he sees it, and he's like, Mom, the big red monster, the big red monster machine. I know I have another Kane. Oh no, I don't.
I know. I was
yeah.
like shocked when I found out they weren't really brothers.
And that it's funny because when me and Fanboy Prime worked together, we would our job, we worked at a restaurant together. And so he would tell me what I needed to make. So we would just be making the food or whatever and talking about wrestling. And then I let him know how, like, that's what started this whole love affair. It was talking about wrestling, and then we mentioning that, like, about them being brothers or something, and talking about it. It's just so funny and then we had employees. They're like, yeah, they were brothers, right? They're really brothers. And we're like, do we tell them? Do we let the story live on for them?
It was the same with Edge and Christian. I thought they were real brothers for years.
Yeah, I always forget about that. Yeah, that they were saying that they were brothers.
Yeah.
I do miss that, but there's nothing like those stories. Like, and I hated when they tried to redo those stories, like in modern times on Raw, because you remember This Is Your Life with The Rock and McFoley, and then they tried to do This Is Your Life, and it was Bailey and Alexa Bliss, and how awful that was. Like,
terrible. That was the worst segment.
Yeah, like, and I hate when they do try to just like redo the same stories, but they don't, like, you can do it, but you just have to add your own, make it a little bit different, but they can't.
Yeah, some stuff you just can't. You shouldn't mess with. Like it would be like if they tried to recreate the like Undertaker Ministry of Darkness thing.
All
It
right,
wouldn't be
coming
the
through.
same
I
now.
got yeah, to be able to pull that off. Oh, this is my newest purchase that came in.
There you go. There we go. Hall of Famer Bull Nakano.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
that's the Hall of Fame shirt. Yeah.
Her accomplishments.
Oh, that's cool. They got the moves and everything on those. That's awesome.
So yeah, I've already
Was that
wearing
WWE
this
shop?
shirt. Yeah. So I completely forgot the WWE Hall of Fame. I forgot about it. Usually I always watch it. I love to hear the wrestlers talk about their career, their stories. That's my favorite part. And I just completely forgot. And then when I finally caught some of it, I immediately went to the WWE shop because I love to see what, shirts that they have for the Hall of Famers. And I saw that one and I was like, that's the one. I'm going to get that one. Even though they're kind of pricey, but I mean, they're not going to make a lot of them. So
Oh yeah, the Hall of Fame shirts.
yeah.
Yeah, I still regret when we went to New Orleans that I did not buy the Hall of Fame Ultimate Warrior shirt because the one you could get on the WWE shop was changed from the one that you could get at the event that night. They changed something on the, and so if you were there at the Hall of Fame that night, you got a very unique shirt. When we went to WrestleMania 30, there was also a Beast versus Deadman shirt that I've never seen for sale on eBay. It was sold there at the t-shirt stands that weekend, and I've always wanted to go back and find that shirt, and I never did. It's one of my regrets that I didn't get it that night, that I didn't get it that day before the show, and I'm pretty sure it's sold out because, hey, this is the match where Undertaker finally lost at WrestleMania, so it's a hard shirt to find. So what's the estimation on the number of shirts Lady Prime owns?
I don't even remember the last number.
It's got to be 250.
Yeah.
Because don't 2 shirts come in the Wrestle Crate every month, right?
Zach's
every 2
collection
months
says
now?
a pox. Yeah, every other month now.
Yeah, every other month. But yeah, at one point it was every, and it's 2 shirts.
It used to be 3, right?
No, I've always just had.
I thought there was a time they had 3 shirts in there.
Where you could pick that, yeah, but I hadn't picked that one.
Zach's collection says a pox on Philadelphia for how they reacted to her speech. He was not happy about how they treated Bull Nakano. He says she was a heck of a golfer too. Did you highlight bottom chair collector helps they don't ever recreate Shawn Michaels versus God?
Oh god,
No, I did not.
that whole
So
Vince
that was
McMahon,
Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon
that
teaming
was
up.
crazy.
Do some.
Oh, okay. Now it's coming back to my mind. Yes, okay.
Or Edge, bottom tier collector falling for Edge and Christian being brothers.
Yes.
Or that's gotta be.
Oh, and
That's gotta
Hardcore
be
Holly and
Kane.
Crash Holly.
There weren't really cousins.
Yeah.
They're cousins. And Molly Holly. We can't forget Molly Holly.
Troy's review says 366 shirts probably. So he was counting watching your video.
I really don't even know. One of the
One
girls that I
shirt
work
for
with,
every
she was
day
like, "What
plus
do you
leap
like?"
year.
Yeah, but I have my favorites. There's some that I'll wear for a lot, and then I'll stop wearing it because I don't want them to get holes. I don't know. Like I have,
Oh, yeah.
there used to be another wrestling wrestling shirt company. It was called Turnbuckle Tees, and I used to buy shirts from them. And I have this cool CM Punk one. It's supposed to be like the Cubs logo, and it's the blue, the red, and the white,
yeah.
and it says C, but it says Punk across. And
Chicago one.
And I used to wear it all the time, and then I would wear it when I was cleaning, and I got a little bit of bleach on it, so I had to retire that one for a little bit.
And try to reorder it.
That's hard to find. I've tried to. But they don't have turnbuckle tees anymore. And then they used to have another one.
Barbershop window.
Yes, the barbershop window was another one.
Oh yeah.
I just saw this on the floor. The Sabu's first aid kit. So it really comes with Band-Aids and alcohol things. And then this one, chew bubble gum and kick kick that word, kick butt.
Oh, Rowdy Piper.
Yeah, but it's literally really got bubble gum in it.
Which I will never chew.
It's probably
Amber
like
Prime will try to chew it and it's gonna fall into dust. It's gonna go.
No,
that's probably
Zach,
like the bubble gum
Zach,
used to
we'll
get in
send you
like the
this after
baseball
20
card
years.
packages now.
They live, baby. They live. Yes, John Nada.
Awesome
I bought
movie.
that in the $5 bin at Walmart.
We're trying to
Oh,
get Ollie
nice.
to watch it because he's seen parts of it, and we're a big Bob's Burgers family, and they made like little references in the show, and Ollie's like, "Where is that from?" And I was like, "Oh, it's from this movie called They Live," and he was like, "What is it about?" And he happened to buy it, and I was like, "Oh, we need to watch it." And so it'll be on the soon to watch list.
Bottom tier collector, there should seriously be a failed gimmicks line like that Wizard of Oz gimmick Kevin Nash did in WCW. Yeah, they could do Vinny Vegas. They could do Oz. They could do the Diamond Stud for Scott Hall. They could do was it One Hole?
They could do the fake Diesel and fake Razor Ramon.
Oh,
yeah.
man, I would buy that stuff up right away, dude. Kane as the fake Diesel, like to me that passed. That worked. I was like, oh, I could buy that.
Yeah.
I don't know how in the world I was supposed to buy the fake Razor Ramon. Like that dude looked nothing like Scott Hall.
Oh, yeah, Kane's also got the Isaac Yankem, man. They could do that.
Yes, dude. Shout out to Bottom Tier Collector for bringing out the. He would like the first gimmick as a figure, the dentist.
Yeah.
Do you remember why Isaac Yankem showed up?
I don't remember. I remember seeing him, but I don't remember why. Like what the story was behind it.
Okay, so I think it was I don't know if it was 95. Had to be 95. Jerry the King Lawler lost a Kiss My Foot match to Bret Hart. And so
yeah, I remember that.
so not only did the King kiss Bret's foot, Bret made him kiss his own feet. And then he had to go get his mouth looked at by a dentist. And so that dentist turned out to be Isaac Yankem.
Right here. Thanks to
Shout out Albert Beltran's brother.
he didn't even let me
Oh,
finish.
man.
To my friend Beltran.
You don't even know his last name.
Oh my! If you guys only knew that story,
Thanks,
yeah,
Albert.
it was bad. It was bad. So we have a friend. We call him Beltran, and I've only known him as Beltran. That's it. Just like this is Beltran. That's what I've been calling him for however many years now, 13, 14 years. And one day I'm writing him a Christmas card, and I was like, "Hey, what's Beltran's last name?" His last name is Beltran.
I'm just like, Albert, that is a true story.
It's a true story, and I've told him, and I mean, that's what we get.
Yeah.
He told me that's about that.
Yeah. I mean,
That's Beltran.
there's
No
people
first-
on YouTube
no middle
that
name.
I still only know by their YouTube name.
I'm afraid to and if I do know their real name, sometimes I'm like afraid to use it. I have to wait to see like everybody else say it 100 times before I'll say it.
Yeah, because some people
my
they're
newest
like
one-
they don't
my
want their
newest one
like
is Doug. What was that, Russ?
some people like don't want their name or their face like revealed.
Yeah. I am not Albert Beltran's brother. He is my brother.
Oh, I can relate to that. Yeah.
I like this Cliff Compton's Domino set. So Cliff Compton was known as Domino from Deuce and Domino. I don't know if you remember that tag team, like the 50s doo-wop tag team, the Greasers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So it's like
I forgot
legit
about
dominoes. It's a pretty cool little piece.
Oh, I
is
forgot this.
the dude that kind of looked like Andrew Dice Clay?
Did you freeze up? What would you say? The dude that what?
Kind of looked like Andrew Dice Clay.
Yes, yes.
I don't have it in here, but it's a mini USB fan, and it was a pro wrestling tease. But it's just a little fan you connect to your iPhone.
Oh, I saw that the other day.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
I have it. I put it in my purse, so when we're outside or whatever. And then I have a what are these called?
Air freshener.
Air freshener.
But it's too sweet
Oh, that's awesome.
for the NWO. Yeah.
And then I believe these are supposed. Oh yeah, right here, Coco Beware. See, I've never even taken it out of the package. Oh, Vanguard. This is for when Matt Hardy was doing the broken Matt Hardy.
Oh, yeah.
The drone. So you can throw that around, which we won't.
You got other glasses too?
Yeah, I think those are supposed to be Jay Lethal.
Black Machismo.
Oh, wow.
Man, you kept sunglasses in the packaging?
Yeah.
The only thing that rivals her t-shirt collection is her sunglasses collection.
I love sunglasses. Glasses.
Thanks, Trev. Of course, fanboy will wear them now.
I know. That's why I've been hiding them.
He says those actually look good. Thank you, Trev. Shout out to Trev.
And then I got one of these bad boys. It's for Chris Hero.
Who got mad at me the other day because I took so long to tell him hi in his own chat. My bad, Trev. Oh, Chris Hero?
Yeah, Chris
Nice.
Hero. Let's see what else I got. I don't remember what this reference to. Do you know? Does that ring a bell?
Oh, the Rosemont Horizon. It's April 7th, 1986. It's supposed to be like a bottle opener. But I don't remember what event happened at the Rosemont Horizon that day, but
if someone knows, from 1980, April 7th, 1986.
unless that's from WrestleMania 2.
And then I have a money clip, Ted DiBiase. Money clip.
Ah, the $1 Million
I don't
Man.
carry cash, but if I carried cash, this is what I would have that.
Neil says, "What's everyone's feelings? No pun intended on an airbag cover battle." I'm assuming you're talking about airbags for ladies, but I already got a request for that one this morning from somebody else.
That took me a minute to figure out.
I'm like a little kid almost. I know what it means.
Robin, I had an idea, shiny cover battle. That definitely will be 90s books all day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have a support pro wrestling tees band.
No, it's support pro wrestling. Where did mine go?
Yours is in the house. Don't look at me. You lost your own thing, Ollie. Anyways. Then we got this, like, is it a...
Oh, what happened?
I got this.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, he's bad at losing stuff.
It's never happened.
That's that will be the reason why we get divorced, because he loses freaking keys. Let me tell the story really quick. One time he lost his keys and they were underneath the carpet. Somehow they got underneath the carpet because he just throws them away and throws them wherever. And we worked together in the morning. We had to be there at 6 in the morning. No, 5:30 in the morning. He couldn't find the keys, so we had to walk. And then when we got we didn't have time to look for him because I'm the one that always finds them. When I got home, it literally took me 5 minutes.
You didn't find them. I found them.
No, I found them.
That doesn't sound real.
Anyways,
that doesn't sound real.
Back to the reason why we're here. Then we got this cool coloring book, which
that's
the
awesome.
cool thing about it is these are all it's a coloring book of all the
Thanks, Graham.
It's all the wrestling shirts that I got that first year. So this was like a Legion of Doom. This was Johnny Gargano's
Oh,
T-shirt.
sweet.
What was the quiz?
Oh yeah, that's the Bullet Club.
The Bullet Club. And then what was this
That's
one?
cool. They should do that again. Or I wonder if they've done that before.
The Latino Heat. This Macho Man. Kenny Omega. Supposed to be like Mega Man. Which one? Oh, this one was Rhino. A Rhino shirt.
That's awesome.
Demolition. So, and then the death match with Terry Funk and then Cactus Jack. Andre the Giant. So these are like all the shirts I have that they did. And then of course, we gotta have the Godfather. And we're not talking about Brian. We're talking about the Godfather.
Oh.
What are you talking? What are you typing?
Robin was asking a question.
And then I got a
Not to you.
whoopee cushion. But who's it for? Oh, okay, right
Earthquake.
here. For Earthquake.
Whoopee cushion.
Oh,
An Earthquake whoopee cushion. I forget his camera's right here. We got some cards for, I believe this was Shayna Blazer because she was the Queen of Spades.
oh, that's cool.
Volunteer Collector would love that death.
It is cool.
Nightwing McVeigh says, Russ, you love that belt you have on display. Or he loves that belt you have on display. He wants to know if he thinks Cody will really introduce it. That's funny because on Tuesday when we were having a live stream, we got asked that as well.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I would love to see the Winged Eagle come back. Or,
Yes.
as Bottom Tier Collector called it, the Spread Eagle. I remember when I saw that comment on my unboxing video, I was like, I'm not touching that one.
I do remember that.
She didn't even have her glasses on that day.
What happened?
Whatever.
Oh, it was a
I
comment.
don't even need my glasses to be able to find. I have bad eyesight, but I don't even need the
Trev-
glasses to find them.
Trev says you simply looked down. That's how you found him. He called it Spread Eagle.
Did he really?
Yes, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Why didn't we catch it?
I think it was on a
wasn't 'cause he knew
comment
what he
when I did the
preferred.
unboxing video.
Yeah, that's what it was. And I knew it right away, and I commented on it.
Yeah.
Cody said on McAfee that he would love to bring it back, but it's out of his control.
Well, he brought the Intercontinental when we brought back the white belt, right? Wasn't that
Yeah.
Cody also?
Yeah.
I mean, well, hopefully we can get those.
I would love to see it because that's like my all-time favorite championship. So it'd be awesome
But
if
I
they
got
brought
a
it back.
Sandman.
Oh, sweet.
Definitely.
Let me open
What was this?
nothing.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, well, it was a keychain, but it was an inappropriate
Ah.
keychain that a coworker got. I got the Red Dragon stress ball.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to Nightwing McBain. He's a Red Dragon fan.
Yeah.
Red Dragon was Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish.
Oh, yeah, and Bobby Fish,
I
yeah.
got some.
Yeah.
What is this too?
Bottom tier collector loved the red Pedro Morales belt. Trev says that's his favorite belt, the white Intercontinental title. Nice. Not a bad belt.
What way does this go to? It's
No idea.
I can't remember what that goes to.
I don't even think that's a wrestling toy.
Lady Prime has bad eyesight. It's official. That's how fanboy.
That's how I landed her. That's messed
One
up.
day we'll tell the story.
That's messed up.
I got a patch, the Bullet Club. Let's see. I got some cards in here. These, I think, these belong to Fanboy Prime.
What's that?
These cards. And here I have a bunch of pins.
I was looking for a pen. I needed to write a check earlier.
It's for ECW.
That was a joke.
Where they would hold the show. Then we got Candace and Joey. If you guys watch indie wrestling, oh well, Candace is Johnny Gargano's wife, but Joey was it Joey?
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's
I have no idea where you got these cards.
a match that it was an intergender match.
Yeah.
It was her and the Young Bucks, right? Her and Joey.
I don't believe in intergender wrestling.
The Elite pin.
I don't believe in women's wrestling.
I was gonna make a joke, but we're not gonna go there. I've got a Brother Love pin,
I love you.
and we got the Rainmaker.
Oh, sweet.
Sister Lady Prime, we have a brother love somewhere. Don't we?
The Psycho Killer Tomas.
I'll be here all day, folks.
We got the Brood. That was pretty cool. I actually have two of these. They sent me two.
Did you return it to
Oh,
him?
that's cool.
An honest person would have sent it back.
I got two.
Was that from Pro Wrestling Crate or?
Yeah.
I have
I'm telling you, she had it for. You had the very first ones they sent out, right? You
Mhm.
signed up for it right away.
Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, the
Oh, that's
diamond
cool.
in the rough or whatever. What was
Yeah,
it? Gimmick?
it was Tessa is
Forever.
But she was like, yeah, something with the diamond. I can't remember. But she's in wrestling in Mexico now, in AAA, I believe. We got a New Japan Pro Wrestling pin.
I like that one.
We got a Demolition.
Oh, that's cool.
Robin got 2 StreamYard sweaters when I won the channel review. 2 by mistake.
We got Heenan.
Let's see.
Bobby the Brain. That's cool.
Trev says, I don't watch much wrestling. But when did Becky Lynch and Bailey's appearances change? Bailey, when she became a bad guy, she kind of changed
She cut her hair and then changed her style.
and put weight on.
Becky, she
After her baby, her body changed. That's where she lost weight. And
Becky
Oh,
started
Becky
doing
Lynch.
yeah,
she started doing CrossFit.
so she's like a different kind of fit now. And that's when she became like the fashion gimmicks and stuff like that. Yeah. That's when she changed her look there.
We got the Hardy Boys pin.
Bottom tier collector.
I miss the,
love you is that when Piper trolls him in the ring classic.
We got one of my favorite tag teams. We got the Legion of Doom, but I like to call them the
sweet.
Road Warriors. I prefer
That's what I've always called them, Road Warriors.
Yeah, the Legion of Doom. I don't know. Just the Road Warriors sounds cool to me. Yeah.
Did we ever get
That's
the
awesome.
the basics where they had the blue?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we got them both.
But tell him how you bought those for Mr. Beltron in front of me. And
No, I told her, I was like, hey, I'm gonna get these for my friend Beltron or Nightwing McBain because he's from Chicago. In the chat, he is known as Nightwing McBain. I was like, hey, I'm gonna get these for him. He's from he's from Chicago. He loves the Legion of Doom. I'm gonna get these for him. That's what I told her.
knowing how much I love them, but I played it cool. I'm not gonna cry about it.
So then I boxed them up and got them for her. For him, I actually got those for him, though. You think I got those for you?
No. Yes,
I got those for him because a month or two before that, I was shopping with him at a Walmart in San Antonio, and I bought them for her. So I had 2 sets of the Legion of Doom, and it's like I wound up buying each one's presents in front of them, and just
It was evil there. I'm telling you. We got a Horseman pin. The 4 Horsemen pin.
Neil says, I wonder if a woman has ever sued her husband for getting her pregnant and destroying her body.
I'm gonna try. I have a lawyer. You know what? In the back of where's my phone? I have a phone. I have a lawyer's.
I agree with Trev here. Like she's
got it right here. I got a lawyer right here.
She got a different kind of fit, and I don't think it's like a good wrestling fit. That's just my opinion, though. Like,
yeah, I miss when she had a little more meat on her butt. Like, it's like pancake. Like, I like pancake butt for meat on me, but I liked her to have a little something in the tuchus area.
I agree.
That's why I love Bailey.
But yeah. So before the stream, I told Russ I wasn't sure what we were going to talk about, and he told me we could talk about Bailey's dump truck.
You know, I never really, like, when she was NXT, I never paid attention to it. But then when she went on to the main roster, and then I started seeing people posting, I was like, oh, she really does got something going on back there. Like,
yeah.
Hello. But I was telling Fanboy Prime we were watching her on SmackDown. Hold on. We were watching her on SmackDown, and I said, you know who she reminds me of in the face? I said, Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh,
look
God.
at her in the face. Look at her in the face.
Don't ruin Bailey for me.
Look, I'm serious. Like, I don't mean it, but like that's who she reminds me of. She has kind of man.
That's how you squash an attraction.
I'm sorry, Russ. I did not.
That's your way to get back in if we're talking about Jericho.
Yeah, that's what you get for talking about the greatest ever, Chris Jericho. Don't you ever talk about him? No, just kidding. But yes, Zach's collection. You're 100% right. Those are my two favorite female wrestlers. Which I do have. I have a Sherry. I have two Sherrys. I have another Sherry. This is my Sherry. My Sherry. And there's a second one.
Sherry's down there, and so is your Luna Vachon. Bottom tier collector says
can't
sky
help but
blue,
think
and
about-
I. Go ahead.
I can't help but think about when Sherry came out with Kurt Angle and did like Kurt Angle version of Shawn Michaels' theme song. that was crazy.
This is my favorite figure of all time. Of all time. There's another Luna Vachon that I want. It's one of the classics. What is it? The in the black box, kind of like this style.
It's the Jack Specific Superstar Classics. Yeah,
but I can't find one.
It's a pricier figure.
Sherry has one, and I've been keeping my eye on the Makari one.
Neil Collect says, right from the beginning, I've been thinking Fanboy looks like that big YouTube with the bandana on his head. I can't remember his name.
Where's the bandana?
I don't know. Bottom tier collector says Rosie. Zach, both of them could probably beat 85% of the men's division right now.
100%.
Hikaru Shida has a bottom tier collector's heart.
What haven't you heard that story that, when Sherry was getting into the business? I can't remember who did it, but they slapped the taste out of her mouth, and she rolled with it like it didn't bother her. And that's a tough broad. I know she was a tough broad. And Luna, yeah, she was.
Albert says Bailey looks more like Tony Soprano.
No, you got to watch it.
Oh, like he said Gary someone. I know who you're talking about. I don't know. I know who you're talking about though. Very Gary. There you go. That's who you're talking about.
Yes, Fanboy Prime is very gay.
No, Gary.
Oh.
Gary.
Well, I still stand by my statement. I got a trading card, but this, I don't know where I got this from.
I don't know where you got these cards from. I know we had bought a few cards, packs back in the day when you could find cards on the show. I don't know if that's where these are from. I like this one.
I still have a bunch of the WCW cards from 1991.
You have some?
Yeah.
Oh man, sweet. Have you showed those off in a video?
Yeah, I think I have. I might have them in this folder here.
So I found this is supposed to be a tattoo, no gimmicks needed. CM Punk has this tattooed on this part right here, but I also know it goes to Chris Candido. It's an homage to Chris Candido. What?
How do you know CM Punk has that tattoo?
Because I study the human body. I got the Shockmaster.
I didn't know they actually made Shockmaster merch.
I got a pen.
It's a glittery Stormtrooper helmet. So
Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano pin.
That's
And then
awesome.
I got Vicky Guerrero.
excuse me.
And I saved the best for last. Fanboy Prime's dad.
Oh, what, Tito Santana?
If you guys only saw, I'm not even kidding you. If I did a side by side of these two, Tito and Fanboy Prime's dad look alike. I even tricked his
My grandmother.
his grandmother to believe that this was her son. That's how much it was. I got a Chris Hero sticker. I mean, I know I shouldn't be tricking old ladies, but it's funny because she started to go along because he used to be a bouncer, or his dad used to be a bouncer. So she goes, well, maybe that's what he was really doing instead.
Nightwing McBain mentions that there's a Shockmaster action figure. It was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, I think. He's packaged upside down. He's purposely packaged upside down. Such genius packaging.
Fanboy Prime got me these, but I have not opened them all because they're just a bunch of little.
I got you those?
Yeah.
Oh.
The arm just fell off, but this is supposed to be Daniel Bryan. They're like rubber. What would you call? They're like similar to those.
Oh man, were these like an eraser or what?
I don't know. They come in this package.
Wow, you'd have to glue these things to get them to stay
Oh
together.
yeah, they are. It says puzzle erasers.
Oh, puzzle erasers. Okay, so that's what it is then.
Oh,
Well, there you go. That's what it is.
So I have not opened them, but you can get Big Show, Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, Cena, Orton, Ryback, The Miz, Sheamus, and The Rock.
Oh man, have fun, Trev. I'll jump in the chat later.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna assume this is I haven't opened up this one.
Is that a
This
Big
is Big Show.
I think I put these in your stocking one year. They were stocking stuffers. Oh.
Now I brought out the Holy Bible. We're going to talk about our Lord and Savior. No, I'm just kidding. This is a scrapbook. This is a scrapbook I made for Fanboy Prime. I'm not gonna. Am I mean? Anyways, I made a scrapbook of all the wrestling shows that we went to. And then I put the card. I typed out the card, the people who wrestled that night.
That was the.
So this was the Ring of Honor.
Oh, that's the 2015 Ring of Honor TV taping we went to. Yeah. You know why she scrapbooked all that, Russ?
no.
Because she didn't want to buy me anything.
Whatever.
Spent all the money on herself.
We went to the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oops.
Oh, something fell out.
Yeah.
This was a ticket for Elimination Chamber. So originally this was just going to be a house show in Corpus Christi, Texas, just a house show. And then I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks before, they were like, "Oh, it's going to be an Elimination Chamber pay-per-view." So I was like, "Well, we're going to get tickets now." I don't like going to house shows. They're fun, kind of, but it doesn't advance anything, and nothing historic happens at them.
So this one, we went to the Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza.
That's the only pay-per-view I've sat front row in. Oh, sorry.
It was Nightwing. Yep, that's it. All-Star Extravaganza. Mr. Nightwing was there.
That's awesome.
And so I have a Ring of Honor shirt and red pants on. That used to be my Ring of Honor uniform. I would always wear that every time we went to a Ring of Honor show.
Wear the red pants.
I think we put them for Ollie to have one day.
But why? You could still fit them, right?
I outgrew those pants.
Oh.
She's trying to make fun of me. She's saying I got fat.
You do it to me every day.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, the next night we went to an NXT show. That was fun. That was when they started first doing house shows.
Oh yeah. So I think I told you about that, Russ. That when we went to that NXT show, it was weird. Because it was like a theater, so there was only one side of stands, and then the back.
Oh yeah.
And there was nothing on the back side. Kind of how like the NWA does their TV show now, like a studio TV show. It was weird. It was a weird vibe. It's the only show I've ever been to that was like that.
I don't know what you're talking about, Beltron. If that even is really you.
Albert says, rest in peace. Oh, yeah, we would always see Albert at the show.
Yeah.
So, Albert says, rest in peace, Ring of Honor. It's not what it used to be. I agree. It's different. Did you find those WCW cards?
No, but I found my Jeff Hardy autograph.
Where'd you get this?
I was in Florida about 10 years ago, and just so happened he was doing a signing with a couple other people from TNA.
Nice.
I got it personalized and everything. The other two autographs were SoCal Val and Madison Rain, and I would show those, but like Val is in a really skimpy bikini, so I don't know if you want to see that on your channel or not.
I'm surprised Madison Rain.
Yeah, the Madison Rain is pretty covered up.
You're like from here down. She's
Yeah. But that was like cool getting to meet Jeff Hardy in person.
Nice. Did you get starstruck?
I did when I saw SoCal Val, man, because I like redheads anyways. So she was like,
oh, let me see if I have that picture. Give me one.
Because the knock on me is that I get starstruck with wrestlers with blonde hair and blue eyes that are mid.
oh yeah. But there's like, I can show like that part.
You're rusty.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't have it here.
That's awesome.
No, wait, hold on.
What are you looking for?
This one? Oh, I don't have it. The one where we met.
RD
I've got the WCW cards in another folder, I think, because all of these were like my WCW cards are in another folder because all these are like the Marvel comic cards and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I got another folder somewhere with like 5 or 6 pages of WCW cards.
I don't know if I can take that's fine. No, whatever.
So here's the famous photo of Fanboy Prime next to Artie Evans, starstruck. He was shaking and sweating in his boots.
Yeah. I don't remember that. I don't think that actually took place.
But
You do not. You plead the fifth.
he doesn't want to talk about it. Another thing is we went to another Ring of Honor with his cousin Jay, who's in this photo, and he marked out because Shayna Blazer and what was the other girl's name?
It's the one that's on AEW, Shirai? Or no. Oh, it was I'm sorry, it was Roderick Strong's wife.
No, she wasn't. It wasn't.
That's why they were there.
Well, yes, but he saw. Well, he's
right.
Shayna Blazer and the blonde girl, the part of the 4 horsewomen. It was Rhonda, Shayna, Strong's wife, but then there's that blonde one.
I don't know, but yeah, we saw it when we went to the. Was it a regular house show or was it regular Ring of Honor show or was it the pay-per-view? But yeah, he saw Shayna Baszler walking around outside the arena, ran up to her and said hi, whatever.
He was like, "Can I get a picture?" Like he always plays it cool.
No idea who this girl was. Yeah,
he always plays it cool, but I've never seen him like lose his cool and like he geeked out and he was like, and I took the picture. He was like, "Can you take a picture?" And
We would always see Mick Foley's son at those shows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then
Can we-
so he saw us at the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, and then the next night we saw him at the NXT, and he recognized us.
He did a little smart
Yeah.
because that show we sat in front. And there was a wrestler. His gimmick was called the Romantic Touch.
Duke.
Thank you. The Romantic Touch, and his thing was to pick out a lady and give her a big old smooch.
I don't think that was the gimmick.
But-
it was just to like give her, I don't know, whatever. But you said you were down for it, and so you got kissed by the Romantic Touch.
I got kissed by the Romantic Touch.
Who is normally
See, how
played-
come when I try that, I get restraining orders? What's up?
the Romantic Touch was normally played by Rhett Titus.
Yes.
But I don't think that was the Romantic Touch that night. I think that night it was Matt Taven. I think Matt Taven was playing the Romantic Touch that night. So he kissed Lady Prime. But later on that night, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett won the tag team titles. And so Matt Taven jumps into my arms to celebrate his tag team victory. He was like on the railing, but he like fell into the crowd. And I guarantee he went to the back and told him, he's like, dude, I kissed that dude's wife or girlfriend, and I celebrated with him later on that night. Like, I know that's what happened. And I messaged him once on, I think it was Twitter or Instagram. I said it was like the highlight of my fandom. And he messaged me back about it. So it was real cool.
And then he never washed that shirt.
I did
for the longest time.
I didn't watch that shit for the longest time.
It's probably still not even washed, but
because Matt Taven has close to blonde hair and blue eyes.
He's a dirty blonde. But yeah, we were big. Like, yeah, Matt Taven, he had his thing going on in Ring of Honor. Like, yeah.
Oh, that was that night. So that pay-per-view, there was Moose wrestled. Moose wrestled. What's his name? He's on the NXT. I mean the WWE roster. He was with Shelton Benjamin.
Charlie Haas.
Cedric Alexander. Moose wrestled Cedric Alexander, and they brought a ladder out at that point. At one point, and it was like a no rules match. Almost got hit by the ladder.
It was like literally this close.
We went right by my face. I was like, whoa.
It was crazy.
Could have been a Joey Mercury situation.
Which by far is the worst wrestling injury I've ever seen. I mean,
absolutely,
I know
man. That was.
I remember watching that live on TV. I was with my best friend. She's no longer alive. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And we saw it, and we were both in shock. Like, is this a joke? Like, And she was crying, and I'm just like.
But I've seen bones snap like that, like in videos, but I've never seen anyone's face get obliterated like Joey Mercury's did.
Oh God, no! That was like instant,
immediate swelling,
like bloodbath.
Oh, it's terrible.
But yeah, I mean, Sid's leg was crazy too. It's like I don't know what he was thinking, jumping off the top rope, trying to land on one leg as big as Sid was.
Oh man.
Well, then when John Cena got hit in the face with Rollins, the knee.
Broke his nose.
Yeah, broke his nose, yeah.
That can bring...
Bret Hart will tell you that Seth Rollins is a dangerous wrestler. Because then he also do the buckle bomb to Sting and paralyzed him for a little bit.
And then Finn Balor.
Oh, then he hurt Finn Balor?
Oh, yeah.
And then that's right. And then he goes and hurts Cena.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was on this reign of terror. So yeah.
And then he went on Chris Jericho's podcast, Rollins, and it was like, it really bugs me. And he vented about, I idolize this man. Then he goes and says that like I'm unsafe, and he was just like, it happened, like accidents happen, and it just was a series of.
Have a great one, Zach. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Love your wrestling knowledge, and yeah. I still got to have you on one day so we can talk older wrestling, because I remember you telling me that there's good stuff out there. You got to tell me where to look for it. I have a hard time watching anything that came out before I was born. I don't know. I just can't. I don't know. It's just whatever. Like there's a disconnect with me. So
he had bought the Macho Man Was it a 3-disc?
Yes.
A 3-disc, and I think I watched that like a bunch of times, just back and back, and I think that's like where I became more enamored with Macho Man. And I would just sit there and watch it, and he couldn't get into it, like the older stuff.
Yeah.
Like he was just like,
it was the stuff, like I said, the stuff once like I could remember it. I was like, okay, 84, no, probably 85, 86, maybe even later than that, 88. I was like, okay, this is Macho Man that I remember.
But it still trips me up how he was considered a high flyer. Like,
oh yeah, because of the elbow drop.
That the pay-per-view we were talking about, the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, Albert Beltran brings up the point that was the same pay-per-view when Jay Lethal defended 2 titles separately that night. He wrestled the TV title match against Bobby Fish in the opening match, and then defended the world title against Kyle O'Reilly. Not but a month later, or later that month, they would do Seth Rollins defending his 2 titles in the same night when he defended the U.S. title against Cena.
and then one was Sting.
No.
Who went?
Or maybe it was that show that he did it with Sting. Maybe it wasn't SummerSlam.
Because that's when he wore the white Power Ranger.
Oh no, it wasn't SummerSlam. It was the next pay-per-view. Yeah, he defended the title against Cena, and then defended the title against Sting. Yeah. Bottom tier collector. I love when he ripped Ric Flair's gimmick and made him mad. Oh, the promo where Jay Lethal and Ric Flair are going back and forth.
Like he's being
That
more
was awesome.
Flair is. Yeah, that's.
All right, Russ. I'm going to pick a random wrestler from behind here. I don't know who I grab. Oh, it's an easy one. Grab the Hulk Hogan. It's NWO Hulk Hogan, but you can say what is your favorite Hulk Hogan match?
Oh, wow.
It doesn't have to be Hollywood Hogan, but it can be if you want.
Just Hogan in general.
I'm just curious.
The one that comes to mind is when he first came back to WWE, and he had that match with The Rock at WrestleMania.
Should have been the main
event.
An
instant classic.
Should have been the main event.
I want to say I want to say WrestleMania 19,
18.
18. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because they were back in the Toronto Sky Dome. Yeah.
That was one of the better matches I've seen Hogan had. Of course, the one with Shawn Michaels was great too, when Michaels was doing all the overselling. That was so fantastic.
That's the one that was in my head. If he was going to ask me, that's what I was going to say. That one always just, man.
So Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels. That's one of your favorite matches.
Yes.
Bottom tier collector. When you watched WrestleMania 6, did you crap all over the Hogan Warrior match? That's always been my favorite Hogan match, just because it was like the first big main event that WrestleMania 6 is the first WrestleMania I watched. Rented a VHS from Perry's, a store that was right across the street from my grandmother's house, and talked a little bit about wrestling with my cousin. Saw a few Saturday night's main events. Saw a few things on Superstars, but I had heard the story that this guy beat Hulk Hogan. Ultimate Warrior beat Hulk Hogan, and so I rented WrestleMania 6, and I'm watching it, going through all the matches, and finally I get to the main event. And I'm watching the main event, and I'm like, please. I'm basically praying to God, right? That my tape is the tape where Hogan wins, that he doesn't lose in this tape. Like, I was pulling for Hulk Hogan so bad. Of course, let's see, WrestleMania 6, 1990. I would have been 9 at the time, And I guess I was just a Hulkamaniac, because I remember pulling so hard for Hogan in this match that already happened a few months ago.
Yeah.
hoping that he would win. Yeah.
Alter history.
That's how I was like, because I started in 91, and we had a video store after I got into it, and they had all the first 4 or 5 WrestleManias. And that's where I would go, and I saw the old WrestleManias, and that's how I became a Macho Man Randy Savage fan.
You said that Sting was one of your first favorites, right?
Yeah.
Because I guess you saw WCW first.
Yeah.
Have you always been from South Carolina? Sorry,
North Carolina.
North Carolina?
Yeah.
So that's right there in WCW.
Yeah,
That's
I
their
remember
backyard,
I wanted to be a wrestler so bad. I would watch the tapes and try to study the moves and like learn the submissions and stuff. And I never could like take that step and become an actual wrestler. So I just stick with the created characters on the video games.
Bottom tier collector says Hogan Warrior is the greatest start to a match I've ever seen. They held the world in their hands. Hogan ruined the momentum with the injury, and then the cop-out splash finish was a dud. I loved bottom tier collector going back and watching these WrestleManias. He's younger than me, so it's kind of before his time, and it was cool going back to see his thoughts on these shows. And he always had an appreciation for the older shows that I hated. And so whenever he liked something about it, he would talk about it, and he had a passion when he was describing it. I would go back and watch some of those matches, and I could see it with new eyes. So I always revert back to bottom tier collector and and some of the things or how he sees the shows. Since we were talking about your favorite Hogan match, what is the worst Hulk Hogan match you've ever seen? And I guess you kind of answered it earlier with the finger poke of doom.
Yeah, that I was so hyped for Nash to just beat the crap out of Hogan, and then he did the finger poke and took the bump, and that was like, ironically, that was probably the best bump that Kevin Nash has ever taken, though.
Mine would be Hogan when he wrestled Ultimate Warrior and the flame. It didn't spark.
The WCW rematch. Yeah, that is.
Oh, when he tried the fireball thing. Yeah,
that's a pretty brutal match. Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst Hogan match I've ever seen is after WrestleMania 9 when Yokozuna defeats Bret Hart.
Oh, yeah, it was horrible.
Go in there, brother. Go ahead and get it. And he ducks the salt that Fuji throws in Yoko's eyes, and then he gets the win. He defeats Yokozuna in a mere matter of seconds to win his 5th WWF title. As a Bret Hart fan,
messed up.
That was devastating. That was devastating as a Bret Hart fan. Bottom tier collector really learned to love the British Bulldog, Steamboat, and Jake the Snake watching those old shows.
Oh yeah, man! Some of Steamboat's matches were awesome.
Goldberg hates Nash for the finger poke of doom.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I remember being so bad too back in the day when Goldberg first lost to Kevin Nash, had his first loss, and they hit him with like the cattle prod stun gun thing.
So back in those days, my dad had one of those because we had DirecTV or the DirecTV, and we had the cards that you could watch every pay-per-view. And when I'm talking about every pay-per-view, I mean every pay-per-view, not just the wrestling ones. So I did a lot of growing up during that time period. But I missed that Starrcade. I don't know what I was doing. I missed that Starrcade where Nash beat Goldberg. But I saw the following pay-per-view where Goldberg wrestled Scott Hall in the cattle prod ladder match. The ladder match we had to climb the ladder to get the cattle prod. So saw that one.
WCW was bad about putting stuff on poles, man. They really lost it when it was Jeff Bagwell's mom. Or Marcus Bagwell's mom. Judy Bagwell on a pole match.
But everything on a pole,
but taking the belt off of Goldberg kind of just killed his identity. Like they didn't do a good job of separating him from the winning streak, and so when he lost, it was kind of like his identity was kind of taken away from him. It's good to see that he got some of it back, with his WWE returns of that beating Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series real quick, like total shock. So good for Goldberg that he got a better WWE run, because his 2003 run to 04 was kind of brutal. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like once he lost the streak, he lost his whole identity really in WCW.
And they didn't have a backup plan.
The momentum was gone. The momentum was gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nightwing McBain loves Jake the Snake's DDT.
Oh yeah.
Bottom Chair Collector, cattle prodding Goldberg is the biggest heel moment in wrestling. Scott Hall really was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Ryback made people miss Goldberg. Yeah, I think Ryback was
like for a little while. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Alrighty. Oops. Anything else you want to share?
There's still so much to share. I still have so much. I just was realizing it, but it's just not all in one spot.
All right. We'll be better prepared next time. Russ, like I said, she was doing the makeup, and it went longer than I thought it was going to. And then so I didn't message you. It was like when everything finally cleared up, I was like, oh, I got to message Russ. And so.
Is there something you have in mind, Russ, that you would like to do? And then we can.
Like a topic or?
Yeah. For, I guess in 2 weeks we'll put it in stone. 2 weeks if you're available.
And we can do
I'm sure I'll be available. Yeah, next weekend though I'm painting the living room. So
yeah, I won't be able to next weekend. So yeah, it'd have to be in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks is cool.
All right. You got a topic you'd like to talk about?
Oh man.
Old show you'd like to watch and then we discuss it? Any of those?
Oh, that's a good idea, man. We could pick out like an old pay-per-view or something and like do like a review maybe.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Do you have one in mind?
Not right offhand, but we'll figure something out.
All right. I was gonna look for something to flip. Do you want it to be a WCW or a WWF one?
Oh man. I'm good either way.
All right, we'll figure it out. Sounds good. All righty. Well, Russ, what do you got? Anything coming up this week? I need to watch your video, your room tour. I need to check out your your room tour.
Yeah, actually, I moved some stuff around and I dusted, so I figured I might as well film while everything looks clean because it's not going to be that way for another year. I dust like twice a year. That's it.
Oh, man. you ought to see my toy comic room. It's a mess. Like I moved a new filing cabinet in there because I put my comics in filing cabinets, and so like it's now moving from this filing cabinet to this bigger one. The style I really want them all in. I only have 2 in the style I really want them in, and so it's like I've got to move everything over. My problem is I'll pull books for like the cover battles or for a video.
Oh yeah.
And they don't get put back. They get put in a box. And so like I've got a bunch of boxes, like your early videos where you were going through your comics and they were unorganized. It was just random book here. Yeah, that's
everything out of order
right now.
But it's not just in this area. It's in the bedroom, in the living room. Sometimes there's comics in the bathroom. I don't know why anybody would have a comic in the bathroom.
It's the best place to read them.
There's comic in Ollie's room, and I know Ollie's not reading those comics.
Dude, what in the world, man?
What?
I didn't know I was gonna get. I was gonna get the Daniel Bryan after WrestleMania 30 treatment. I feel like Vince is trolling me.
No, he berates me on a day-to-day basis.
The Bottom Chair Collector says I've got.
But now I have a platform to really just give it to him.
We have a request. Nightwing McBain says review a Royal Rumble, perhaps.
That sounds good.
The one I always go to is Royal Rumble. Is the one that Kurt Angle wins? Is that 2000 or 99? I think it's 2000.
Kurt Angle never won a Royal Rumble.
No, when he made his
debut.
Yes, sorry.
WrestleMania 2000. No. You're talking about when Taz made his debut.
Then what am I? Didn't he show up on Royal Rumble?
No, he showed up at a Survivor Series.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking Taz.
What kind of show would you like, Russ? Bottom Tier Collector says 1992, the greatest one. I was about to say, do you want a good show, a good Royal Rumble, or a bad Royal Rumble? Because I could suggest either or. But if you want, We have a member of the chat requesting the 1992 Royal Rumble. How do you feel about that?
That's cool with me, man. It's been a long time since I've watched that, so it'd be cool to go back and rewatch it.
Sweet. All right. So 2 weeks, we'll discuss the 1992 Royal Rumble. I already know 2 major talking points for this Royal Rumble we're going to have. But
I don't remember anything about that one, so it'll be cool to like go back and rewatch it again.
Comic Cap Collectibles, hello. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. We're live, the Prime family live for the second time today. So, but hope you're having a good Saturday. I know we're having a good one here. Things to look for in the 1992 Royal Rumble. And may I suggest, if anyone wants to hang out in the chat in 2 weeks, go ahead and watch the 1992 Royal Rumble yourself. We'll share our thoughts in the chat and in the panel. But things to look forward to in the 1992 Royal Rumble. You're going to see Bobby Heenan and do some of his best work, period. Bobby Heenan on commentary, some of his best work, period. And another point is you're going to see that Snake Hulk Hogan pull some devious deeds. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah. So that's something to look forward to from the 1992 Royal Rumble. Bottom Tier Collector believes it's the greatest one. Well, we can even discuss if we think it's the greatest Royal Rumble as well. So, sounds good. Anything else you'd like to discuss? Or is this a good?
No, I don't really have anything like planned or coming up. So good.
I know for myself, I've got a haul video or 2 to put out. You had asked me about the triangle numbers last night, and I was like, man,
yeah.
I've been so bad about doing my triangle number video, like updating where I was at on the hunt. But then I wound up getting a whole bunch of books recently from Nightwing McBain over here, picking those up. So I'll do a whole video of that, and then I'll try to see if I can figure out truly how many triangle numbers I have left. I think it's 1 or 2. I can think of 2 off the top of my head. It may be closer to 3 or 4, but yeah.
That's awesome, man. Real close.
Nightwing McBain. Another one could be the All-Star Extravaganza 7. Yeah, but it all depends if Russ has access to it. That's a Ring of Honor pay-per-view, so it would be hard to get access to that. Robin says, I only watch Neil in the shower. I do a lot. Ooh, I do a lot of watching YouTube in the shower.
He doo-doos, then he takes a shower.
That's the best way. That's the only way to know you're clean. Bottom Tier Collector, right at the triangle number finish line. Yes, definitely. I know there's a one shot. I don't know, Russ, you're probably out of comics around the same time this one came out. It's Emperor Joker. Yeah, Emperor Joker Superman one shot.
I don't remember that one.
There's an early Harley Quinn appearance in a Superman comic. I know I don't have that one. And then there's a storyline deals with like one of Clark Kent's neighbors is abusive to his wife. It's like I think I'm missing part 2 of that storyline, and those are like at the 3 triangle numbers I know for sure I don't have. And in the later ones, that Emperor Joker may not be a triangle number. It may actually be a shield number, but I just call it triangle numbers for like simplicity's sake. Yeah. Bottom Tier Collector, crap shower shave. That's the routine. Hey, Mr. Catman. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Nice picture of the cat right there. Does that remind you of Pudgy a little bit? Your old baby?
My old.
Neil collects. What? I have no cameras in the shower. And then, so then I need to go back and try to listen to your video for last night when you were organizing, as you were going through triangle numbers, so I could see like, oh, I have a double there. I have a double there. I can send those to you.
I know there's a couple I thought I missed, and then I had them like unorganized. So I found them.
I'm going to have them send them all to you. I'm going to throw some extras in there.
I'm telling you, like, I'm getting to the point where, like, I'm looking at my comic collection. I'm like, I don't need this title. I don't need this title. Like, so I don't know. I've got to figure out.
You got an Extra Action Comics 1 laying around?
I do. It's a facsimile or a reprint, but
No originals. Oh man, come
I
on.
always
You
like in
should
your
at least
videos
have
when
2
you're
or 3 originals.
I always like in your videos where you're like, it's a reprint, obviously. So one time I was shopping with Nightwing McBain, and he's like, dude, there's an Action Comics #1 in there. Like, we're at a half price books. I'm like, it's a reprint. Like, it's a reprint. No way. It's an original. Like, his heart stopped for a second. I'm like, no, you're not getting me like that. And so we went over there and looked at it. I was like, yeah, look, it's got this on there. It's got this on there. It's a reprint. But for a moment in time, Nightwing 207, Nightwing McBain thought he was going to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That would be like a crazy like yard sale find or something.
Man. And it's like, so you see someone selling like a dollar comics and you find it in there and you're like, do they know what they have? And should I tell them what they have? Do I split the proceeds from what they, like, oh.
Do I donate to their GoFundMe account?
Nah.
No, but
I'd be like $1, but there's a bin in the corner. Can I get it for 50 cents?
trying to go even.
Yeah.
Nightwing McBain says in his defense he's half blind, but it
No,
was before.
It was
You remember
before.
that? It was
It was before. Nice try. Oh, but I have an uncle who always tries to ask me, like, what's your most valuable comic? What's your most valuable wrestler? And I'm like,
dude,
we don't.
Russ, you know what it is. Like, Superman, being a Superman collector, we ain't got no valuable comics.
No.
It's like, the books we love are in the dollar bins.
Yep.
Like, my all-time favorite, I love this.
Oh, yeah, but you only have
Old Man Logan.
trade.
Yeah, I only have the trade.
That's a great story.
Yeah, well, of course, he influenced me. He showed me a video, and I was like,
it was I think it was Comic Story and did like a breakdown, like a dramatic breakdown of the story. Yeah, and so she really liked that video, and then she went and bought that.
And it's really good. Like, it's a really good story.
Neil says, do you have any wrestling comics? I know you've got a few in there. I think they're in the front.
Okay.
No, nothing's in order. Not after.
Oh, I know you messed up my flow.
Yes, see, I messed up her flow. Checking the front, I put some in there just a second ago.
Oh, this one?
These came from Nightwing McBain. We've got an Undertaker book.
Oh, that's nice.
I wouldn't say I have enough wrestling covers to do a cover challenge, but Lady Prime's got an Undertaker book. All that lightning. Oh, this one's cool. This is Undertaker, and you know what? Let me take them out of the.
I remember I had a couple Ultimate Warrior comics back in the day, but I don't remember what happened to them.
Ultimate Warrior described that comic as being like the character would get like.
I only had like 2 or 3, I think.
I'm laughing at it because this is Ultimate Warrior described it as like, if you know, when you go to the grocery store and you got the 10 item lane only, but there's like one person with 11 items that that character got so frustrated and would destroy that person that had 11 items. And that's how he described the Ultimate Warrior in that comic. It's just like, what
Ultimate Warrior was a weird dude.
Yeah, he was.
And I forgot to tell you, I do have an Ultimate Warrior tattooed.
This is a pretty cool Undertaker Mankind cover for, I think this is also Undertaker #1. Oh, this is #8. So,
here's
this Chaos Comics. We're putting out some WWE books back in the day. It's pretty cool. Let's see. And there's another Undertaker. This is Undertaker Halloween Special. It's got the glare.
Cool.
See, you didn't use this.
Were you able to see it?
Yeah, that was the Ministry of Darkness.
Yes. And he's got their witch there in the fire.
This was a kissing cover that I
used.
to tell. Did you use?
I have like 2 extra copies of that book now.
Remember.
Undertaker coming out of a fire. This must be when he set Kane on fire, burned the parents alive.
Oh yeah. Totally thought that was a true story back in the day.
I love it, Russ. I love it.
No, I told Ollie about that. He's like, what?
Yeah, Ollie started getting into the lore of Kane because he really likes Kane.
Oh yeah.
Undertaker photo cover for #1.
That's a great cover.
Yeah, Ministry of Darkness.
There we go. I got
Here's a Wizard #0 Undertaker cover.
Oh, sweet. Did that come with the Wizard magazine?
I guess this is like we got these after the fact. I never bought it.
Oh,
I think you had to order I think it was like an order form in the Wizards back then. That's a pretty cool drawn one.
oh, that's awesome.
Looks like Undertaker's possibly on the toilet there, grunting one
Having a
out.
bad night after Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. We don't have
Oh, that's awesome. Photo cover.
Yeah. So quite a collection of some Undertaker books. Here's Undertaker. That's probably SummerSlam '98 right there.
Oh, where he fought Austin?
Yeah, I'm getting the vibes with that outfit.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know you got a Rock #1.
Oh, that's cool.
I got to tell you, Russ, the final boss. I think that's probably the best evolution of the Rock being
Yeah.
the final boss.
Oh, China.
Yeah. Some more China.
That's awesome.
I guess we had more.
I
wrestling
never knew
covers.
she was on any covers.
What's that?
I didn't know she got any comic covers.
I didn't either. I know she had a certain gentleman's magazine cover, but
which my friend's mom, Savannah, I always talk about her. Her mom bought that magazine for us.
wow,
Which she had no business, but I mean,
this is an Image book. This is Kevin Nash.
Oh, dang, I thought that was Edge for a minute.
It says Next Entertainment, so it's one of the Image imprints. But yeah, Nash had his own book, man.
That's cool.
Here's is that Triple H? Yeah, it is Triple H. Got a Stone Cold.
Oh, that's awesome.
Neil Collect says, but you would be using Lady Prime's comics, not your own. What's up, Melodope? Shout out Melodope right there. H-Town Love. Melodope was talking about how he went to the Westheimer store, the Bedrock Comics, the other day. Yeah. So, pretty cool. One of these days, Melodope, one of these days.
and then go to that other one. What was it?
Dimensions? Do you know where Dimensions is at?
Melodope.
Melodope. I know it's a bit of ways away. I can't remember exactly where it's located. But I really, really, really liked that store. They had like a horror section with horror movie stuff. There was movies, a huge dollar section. It's a really cool store. Man alive. I guess we do have a lot of comics.
Oh, wow.
There's the WrestleMania special.
Ricky Steamboat and Savage on there, too.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Got Cena, Jeff Hardy, Edge. Oh, okay. So this is a book that Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels put out. Just called Wrestle Comics.
Which they are wrestlers.
Wrestle Comics. And so got before a Ring of Honor show, got them to sign it, made it out to Ollie.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That reminds me of like the Saturday morning cartoon, the Rockin' Wrestling cartoon back in the day.
That was my introduction to most of those guys.
Yeah.
I remember some episode where they were trying to get Andre dressed up really nice, and they couldn't find shoes for him, so they tied tires to the bottom of his feet. I don't know why. I remember that.
There we go. I was like, I knew.
Oh, there's the White Ranger Seth Rollins cover for
cool.
whatever issue this is.
Action figure cover.
No, you bought it for me.
Man, I don't remember these.
I think that was like a birthday gift.
We got a WCW #7 with Ron
nice.
Simmons here. Yeah. I don't know.
Some more.
I think I showed this one already. We've got multiples, but maybe it's a different photo. I don't know. This is #7.
My love for Undertaker.
A lot of photo covers for him.
Oh, yeah.
That's #6, which I guess if you're trying to find wrestling fans, you'll do photo covers. Here's a variant for #6. This one, Undertaker got blood on his hands.
That's cool.
Yeah. I knew you had a WCW one. I didn't remember Ron Simmons being on the cover.
I thought it was Sting.
I thought it was Sting too, so maybe there's another one floating around.
We've probably seen it online or whatever.
Bottom tier collector. I still need Flash 787. I don't know if he means 187. First Omega Bam Man, the Intergalactic. Oh, okay. Yes, 787. I still need Flash 787. First Omega Bam Man, the Intergalactic Wrestling Champion of the DC Universe. I think David's comic, or Uncanny D-Man, David's Comics of Wrestling, did a review of that issue, and I remember him talking about that. It was like a wrestling theme in that whole story.
I don't think I've heard about that yet.
What else?
I'll have to go look for his video.
Yeah, if I find it, I'll send it to you on Instagram. I swear that Dave is the one who had revealed that to me. Bottom tier collector. Oh man, Logan, I think there's spec potential for that. Marvel could always bring back Hugh Jackman anytime for that arc. That's true.
I would love for them to make a film out of it and do like an old school, like kind of like Mad Max vibes, kind of like. And I don't mean like the way they filmed it, kind of gritty.
See, bottom tier collector says, got to get that WCW one. First Sting and other wrestlers. I saw a couple copies for $20 at my local con today. Bottom tier, did you actually? Bottom tier, did you actually run into 22 comics today?
Is there proof?
Because I know bottom 22 was in the chat mentioning that he was heading to Huntsville, so that's cool if you guys got to run into each other.
Y'all could have done like the Arnold Schwarzenegger and
Arnold Schwarzenegger and rest his peace, Carl Weathers with a.
Oh yeah.
Hey, when you went to Heroes Con last year, right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna go again this year?
Yep.
Sweet. Did you run into some of the your fellow YouTube friends and whatnot?
Yeah, I've like several people that I met up with. I saw Bub's Comics, Hialeah Comic Bros, Steve Whiting, a couple other guys was there that I didn't get to see though last year.
That's
I think
awesome.
Rob Fatstacks was there, but I didn't run into him.
Hey,
but
awesome.
A lot more guys are coming up. My buddy Sean, Puff Comics, he's coming up. And Metarog, he's coming.
Nice.
So there's going to be more guys there this year that I'll get to meet for the first time too.
That's awesome. I know Trev and Mike were talking about it in the chat last week a lot. I think they're rooming together. They're heading that way. So that's all. It's in what, June?
Yeah, dude. It's 3 days. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I'll just be going Saturday, June 15th, I believe.
They said it's really spacious. It's not like a lot of crowded. There's like enough room between the tables. They said it's more like strictly just buying and selling comics. It's not necessarily like celebrities and stuff in there.
No, I mean, there's people, there's artists and stuff there, but I didn't really like take the time to go like meet any. I was just hanging out and shopping.
Damn, that's cool, man. Let's see. Bottom tier collector. Yeah, we finally met. I saw two brothers filming, and Comic Culture was there too. Nice. Bottom tier collector. Oh, Bub, I'd love to have a beer with Russ and Bub. Man alive.
Bubba's coming back again this year, man.
That's awesome. Yeah, when I saw everybody's stories last year, I told Lady Pro, I was like, dude, we're going in 2024. And looking at financials and stuff like that, I was like, I don't think it's going to happen this year. But I told her yesterday that we have a year to get our finances in order so we can go to WrestleMania next year. But then I'm thinking to myself, like, wait, I want to go to Heroes Con too. So we'll see. Maybe
if you ever get to come down, man, let me know. We'll meet up.
Definitely.
And then we'll really duke it out, Russ.
I'll put the championship on the line, brother.
Just don't show up how you put a picture on Instagram or a video like with just the belt on. I don't want to. That's not how I want our first meeting to go down.
No, I'll be fully clothed. Don't worry.
Well, all right, Russ. We're hitting about the 2-hour mark. I think I'll go ahead and call it a night. Fun laughing about the greatness of wrestling with you, reliving and I probably will look it up tonight, whether it's on YouTube or getting on the network.
So probably eat dinner and watch.
Relooking up the Boss Man and Big Show. funeral just to
Oh,
see.
and that could be another one we can do. So we'll do what's the one we're doing?
We're
Okay,
gonna do the 1992 Royal Rumble. Yeah.
Then we'll to give us a head start to find like the craziest stories or the dumbest stories, like
Oh yeah, like the top 10 craziest moments
there's
or
so
something.
many. So yeah, we can do that. I know
All
that'll
right.
be some like it'll take a while for those because
There's
Yeah,
quite a few.
that sounds good.
Quite a few in the Attitude Era. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think I'll definitely watch the Big Show being dragged by Boss Man while he's on his dad's casket.
So many crazy moments, man, from that
dude,
era.
Oh man, only in I'm about to say only in comics, only in wrestling, right? Only in wrestling
Yeah.
can someone cook their dog or cook someone's dog and feed it to him. So
That had me tripping, man.
but definitely we'll meet up in 2 weeks. I don't know whether we'll try to do it like closer. What did I say today was your 7:30?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe we'll try to do it at your 7, my 6, but we'll figure something out and we'll schedule it. We'll schedule it ahead of time. I'm going to try to be better about scheduling all my streams ahead of time because I'm terrible about doing day of.
I'm bad about that too, man. Like when I streamed yesterday, that was just like I decided to do it, and 5 minutes later, I set it up and just did it real quick.
I saw the message in one of your chats, the Talking Comics or whatever, and I was like, "Oh, Russ is going live." And so then I went to go onto YouTube, and then you were there, right? So I was like, okay, good, I found it. Sorry about my joking. You all know I love you, the Primes.
Wait, those were jokes?
No,
I'm just kidding. Just messing with Neil, we know.
I'm going to be in trouble all night, so.
Neil, we know.
But yes, always a fantastic time, Russ. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for talking wrestling.
It was awesome hang out, man.
We'll try to be better about actually like scheduling a time and doing that, and actually having a theme going into the show. But I don't think today was the worst episode. I think it was fun, or the worst stream. I mean, I think it was fun just talking about random stuff and going through this extensive collection. So appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that came by from the chat, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.
Keep it 9,000.
Oh.